I'm scanning through my email and I see that my Buddhist teacher has invited me to a Soto Zen Buddhist, and here's the important word, retreat. The second important word, Mexico. I so very much need a break to save me from a breakdown. 4 feet to the left of me is my mother in her bed. She has been sharing my office space for 6 months. She has been dying for 1.5 years. As I look at the beautiful pictures of this Mar de Jade, I think, yes, I got to go. And then I look at my mom and I think, no, I can't. I go to reply to my Buddhist teacher, but I find myself typing Y-E-S, exclamation point, yes! My euphoria is short-lived because I talk to my brother and my sister and neither of them can watch my mom for 6 days. And my heart, which has been around here, goes lower and lower, and I think I will never get it back. But then I remember I am an Aquarian on the cusp of Capricorn. Oops, let's try that again. With Pisces rising. Now, for those of you who have still not got your astrological charts done, let me tell you, Aquarians, we always have great ideas. Capricorns always have a great plan. And the Pisces, well, if the plan doesn't work, we'll change it once, twice, 3 times, whatever it takes. I cobble together a schedule. My sister will come up for 2 days, watch my mom in my home, and then my brother will pick her up and take her to Pacifica for the last 4 days. I am so excited, so I go to my bedroom and I check out my black clothes. Because if there's one thing you need to know about Zen fashion, it's all about the black. A month later, I'm sitting down looking at the beautiful pictures of the outdoor seating, and then I realize I need to set something up for my sister. I think about fonts and word art and how to organize the document that I'm going to call Un Día en la Vida de Isabel. I finally settle on 4 columns: mañana, día, tarde, y noche. It matches my mom's 4-compartment pill case. I then go to call my sister and review the schedule. Okay, so she'll wake you up in the morning because she gets up and she rattles the child safety gate at the top of the stairs. Go to the bathroom and put the towel on the shower and on the floor. While she's taking her shower, go over to her bed, make the bed, and then lay her clothes out. Look for her glasses, they're probably on the table, and if it's cold, get her black bufanda. It's in the top right-hand drawer. Then go downstairs and turn on the coffee maker, that little one that we brought from her house that she loves, and then put the English muffin. I know you know this part, but I would really feel better if you could just let me go through it. Thank you. Yes, there are a lot more pills than when you were with her. So take the first pills, I think it's Relafin and Aricept, out of the compartment and give it to her. Durante el día, she likes to eat a lot of fruit, and you know she especially loves her orange a day. She often likes to watch TV, so when she's on the couch, remember the button on the right-hand side that puts her legs up? It's good for the swelling, and she loves it if you rub her feet with Eucerin. And let me tell you, my hands have never been softer. Por la tarde, she often likes to wash the dishes. Now remember, you need to put the soap on the scrubber, because you know, she never does. Then she's going to go upstairs. Oh yeah, and that's when you give her the aromamycin, something like that. It's the 3rd compartment. At night, put out her nightie and her pantuflas, put toothpaste on the toothbrush, and then look for any dirty clothes, and if any of them you think should really be rags, take them when she's not looking and put them in my rag pile, which is under the cabinet on the right-hand side. Once she's tucked in, oh, that's right, and then you want to give her the Oromorph, and if she's not sleeping, the clonazepam. Once she's tucked in, go and close the child safety gate. I know, it's quite a schedule, but if you follow it, the day goes really well. The next day, I am flying to Puerto Vallarta, and while I'm on the bus, Inglés se desaparece. And so do computers, and cooking, and cleaning, and all my, well, maybe not all, but some of my worry. When I get there, the beach is as beautiful as the pictures, and I am so excited to be here. While we're at dinner, someone turns to me and says, well, have you ever done a silent retreat before? Silent? You mean I don't talk for 5 days? I look at my teacher, and she says, didn't you read the schedule on the website? I kind of just looked at the pictures. After dinner, I go to find the posted schedule to see when I can go to the beach. Yoga, oh, that's cool. 4:30 a.m. Sitting and walking meditation, 5 to 7. Breakfast, good, breakfast, 7:15. 8 a.m. to 12 noon, walking and sitting meditation, and the first Dharma talk. I scan the rest of the schedule. There's a few half-hour breaks. There's 2 hours in the afternoon, and it doesn't end until 10 p.m. This is not the retreat that I thought I was coming to. On day 1, I drag myself out into the darkness, and I do the yoga poses with everybody else. Then I go into the Zendo, and there are so many more forms than I have ever seen. I keep looking left and right to think and notice, is it a bow like this? Or is it a full prostration bow like this? By personal time, I go to my bed and I flop down and I think, I cannot do this. I do not have the ganas to do this. I don't. My teacher walks in and I say, I don't think I can follow the schedule. Take care of yourself. And she walks away. Take care of myself? I don't even know what that means anymore. I have been spending all my time taking care of everybody else. And then I think, okay, count like you do in the Zendo. 1, 2. Going home is not an option. 3, 4. I start walking to the Zendo. 5, 6. The Ino, who's kind of like the host or hostess of the Zendo, is tidying things up. I will join the schedule after breakfast, and I'll stay until the first sit after dinner. He bows, and then he walks away. What is this with walking away from me all the time? On day 2, I settle into the Zendo with the new schedule. And as we sing El Sutra del Corazón, my heart and my body melt together, and I feel tears coming down my cheeks. But I surrender to the schedule. Nevertheless, my qualms are sitting right next to me, and they have not surrendered. Linda querida, says qualm número 1. You need to take a break. This is not good for you. You haven't stopped for 7 years since your father died. No, make that 8 years since your twins were born. This is not what you need. Qualm numero dos says, yeah, you need to be on the beach sitting on the sand, not sitting there with your right leg going numb. Qualm numero tres says, yeah, what he said. I mean, and I don't know why you can't scratch that itch on your cheek. You know you want to. You know you want to. Why don't you scratch it? I love you all, but I'm going to stick to the schedule, and I'll see you at the beach after lunch. After lunch, sure enough, I put on my bathing suit and I run to the beach. And I get on that boogie board, and me and my qualms are riding the waves. Woo! But of course, it's all in my head because I'm Afterwards, I'm laying on a lounge chair, and qualm numero uno whispers in my ear, look how happy you are. Come on, mi vida, stay there. Don't go back. I decide I don't have to answer because it's a silent retreat. On day 3, the silence has settled in, and my qualms are in my cosmic mudra. Once in a while, they tickle my mind, and I think, my mom is telling my sister, the coffee is too strong. She'll then add water and then say, the coffee is too cold. She'll then put it in the microwave and she'll forget about it. I remember when she first moved in with me, I tried for weeks to get that coffee just right. Every day I would take a little more out and a little more out and a little more out until one day I realized it could be water-dyed brown. And she would still say, it's too strong! On day 4, I'm sitting down and I'm thinking, my brother is giving my mom the last set of pills. But I'm not worried about it anymore because I'm following the schedule. And just like my mom following her schedule at home, it takes everything out and we don't have to do anything. On the last day, we all gather into that beautiful open-air dining area and people begin to talk and chatter. And I don't say anything, something that people who know me would not think was possible. But I've discovered something. People are really amazing before they open their mouths. On the bus, going back to the airport, my teacher turns to me and says, so, how was it just being with yourself and leaving all your responsibilities behind? Interesante. I had no idea that my mind needed a vacation. And what about your worries about your mother? You know, I was so attached to the original timeline, which would have meant that my mother died in 3 months, which was the original 2-year prognosis. And I realize now that's ridiculous. I thought that the best thing to do was to take care of the fuel in my emotional gas tank and make sure that it was at the very end by the time my mom died. What kind of a plan is that? Even my qualms thought that was crazy. My mom's gonna die in her own time, on her own schedule. I return home and I join my mother in our schedule again until she dies 2 weeks later.